Hi Flosstube, it's Sarah from isweariamstitching. Today is April 19th, 2025, and this is Flosstube 132. If I look tired, I am. I apologize. It's the first time I've worked like almost a 40-hour work week in a long time, and I'm pooped, and I just took a nap, so. But this is a channel where I talk about cross stitch. I also knit and sew. There's no knitting, there's hardly ever any knitting. But I do have some itty bitty bit of sewing. Oh, and I actually have some diamond painting to show you. So if my voice sounds froggy, it's because I literally just woke up from a nap. But I wanted to get this taken care of, so I could put all this stuff away that's been piling up on my ironing board. So let's go into FOs and FFOs. So last week was my best friend's mom's birthday party, so she was here. Her oven's not good, so she was here almost all day Saturday cooking and baking for it. And so I did what I could, but mostly I just watched I don't even know what show I watched. Some Korean drama, I'm sure. And did some finishing and some stitching, but mainly finishing stuff. So I'll show you what I did. I got some more frames off of clearance from work, because, you know, if they're there, get them. And I meant to write down who did these patterns, and I forgot. But I got this frame from my owl etching. So it's not perfectly straight. I tried my hardest, and then I just, you know, paper on the back. But I thought, when I walked by that frame and saw it was like only $4 or $5, I was like, yes, I actually know exactly what will fit in there. And for once I was right. It fit in there perfectly. And I like this frame. So there's my owl etching. I don't know if it's called autumn owl etching or just owl etching. I don't really know. My stupid stop it. Quiet you. There it is. And then I saw this frame, and I knew it was gonna be too big, but it was perfectly shaped. It was on sale. It only came in white, so I'll probably paint it black, but this is my quiet you. This one I know. Enchanted Forest, all right, Enchanted Forest by Buena Pieza. So yeah, it's too big. I don't care. I will paint this black eventually. Probably keep the white, the matte in there white. I don't know. Maybe I'll paint it pink to match the... I don't know. We'll see. First, I'm going to worry about this. Getting this painted black. God knows when that'll happen, but it was a perfect shape. So there it is. And I don't care that it's big. It's got all this black Ada showing through. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care. Like, I honestly will probably display it like this anyways until I get it painted black. And if that never ever happens, I don't think it'll bother me. I asked my husband, I was like, should I paint it black? And he's like, yeah, you should probably paint it black. And if he said that, then I'm like, I should probably paint it black. But I don't know, I'm lazy, and God knows when I'll get to it. And then this is my Star Spangled Shawl by Michelle Palmer. It was a punch needle pattern from Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher magazine. And I loved it, but I don't do punch needle. So my friend Kaylee from Kaylee Tent Stitch, with permission from the designer, turned it into a cross stitch for me, and I was going to turn it into like a wall hanging. But then I decided to make it into kind of just a little pillow. Not for my dough bowl, obviously, it's too big, but just, yeah. Because I got this fabric remnant on sale at work, and I thought, well, you know what, there's no stars in it. But it's 4th of July-y, summery. So yeah, and then I just did the hole in the back, filled it, cut out a shape that looked like the one of the fishies on the front. Kind of, a little bit. You get the gist. But yeah, there it is. So I wanted it to not be a square, so that's why it's thinner blue on top. There we go. I love it. I think it turned out pretty decent. My stuffing kind of sucks because I am not the best pillow stuffer. I am not good at it. Man, on my end, my voice sounds so froggy. Those are my finishes. Oh, and then I had a fabric coaster, and it was so many years old, and it was not doing its job. So when I was leaving work one day, I saw these Diamond coasters on sale, and I had a voucher, so I picked them up and I did them in like 2 days. There's supposed to be 4, but my son claimed the rose, so they're just little flower coasters. My bonus child has claimed this one, and then my son claimed the rose, so these are mine to switch between. So now I have coasters on my desk that will actually keep liquid off my desk. And I mean, they were, like I said, on sale, and I had a voucher, so almost cost nothing, and they were a nice, fun, mindless thing to do for a couple nights, and after work when I was tired and didn't want to stitch or so. So, like, small diamond arts like this are great for just little itty-bitty instant gratification, and just, I'm still using my hands, and I'm still making something, but, no. It's super windy out. It doesn't take any brain power. But, like, I don't need a lot of diamond art stuff. Like, it's just not my, like, these are round, and I do find, I did the one back after my dog passed away to keep my mind busy and hands busy, and I didn't want to cross stitch. I did one my kid had, and it was square, and I do think I prefer the square, because when you put them together, there's this little like sound sometimes, like when there's like 2 and they put one in the middle, it goes like, I can't make the sound. It's like a clink, not a clink, like a clicking sound. These are circular, and there wasn't any of that, so I didn't have any fun sound sensory satisfaction, but you know, it is what it is. And then I saw this when I was leaving work the other day, and I got it to do for my son, and then I asked him, I was like, well, there's 2 of them. Do you want to work on it together? And he said, yeah, so eventually we're going to work on it together because he loves birds. So I got this for us. I'm going to do that one for him, and he's going to do that one for himself. And they're super small, so let me show you. I think I'll actually be able to get him to finish it because he isn't great on focusing on things like this. Legos he can do, but this kind of thing, I'm not sure. But look how small it is. I put an eye in, that's it. Because I was separating the, I don't know what they're called, gems into for his set and my set, and his set has more white and mine just has 1, so I just did the white on mine and then set them aside for him. But yeah, so they're small, so, and it came with, which I think is going to be so great, especially for him for finishing. Oh shit, it's going to be so easy to finish these. The little hangy things for the top and then for the bottom, but they're just like a really strong magnet. So just gonna, I just took the thing out of it, the hangy thing out of it by accident. But you put it there and then put it bottom, and then you hang it on it for his wall. But so yeah, I think this will be a great project for him to do be a little creative with, and have it set up here on the table so we can work on it together at some point. That was supposed to be in a haul, but since I was talking about diamond art, now I'm done talking about diamond art. Those are my FFOs and my FOs. So now it's on to whips. What did I work on? I worked on, that is not it. You get out of there. I did my, for wipgo, I was working on, I finished my 2 golds for wipgo. The first one being, one motif on Lila Studios Halloween Quaker. And I'm doing it on 36 count linen in Paranormal by Stitch Me. I'm doing 2/2 And it called for Classic Colorworks and then like DMC for the black. Oh, I did the skeletons and then like a couple of doodads next to the skeletons and then that candle. So I like to do one motif and then if there's little bits that I can do around it while it's in the Q snap and I'm not burned out, I'll do it. Because it is called wipgo Board of Woe for a reason. Like, I don't really enjoy working on this, but I want it done so bad because it's going to be so pretty. Look at that fabric. Yeah, that's what I did on that. And then for wipgo Board of Woe, my second thing was my autumn barn quilt. Counted canvas? I don't know what it's actually called. It's from Nancy Needlework. Nancy's Needle. Oh, yeah. This was the one I started like, I swear 2 years ago. And I got the stem of that tree done. And I was like, this doesn't make any sense to my brain. So I didn't work on it for a long time. So that's why I put it on the wipgo Board of Woe to force myself to work on it for the year. And if after the year's done, I was like, nope. Not my thing, then I could pass it along to somebody else. And I originally had a plan of 200 stitches, but it clicked kind of finally. So I did a whole motif and changed my wipgo Board of Woe to be one motif. That includes the outline around it. It's on the board like 4 or 5 times, so I think 4. So I should get at least 4 motifs done by the end of the year, and I can decide if I want to keep going with it. I think I will because I actually really enjoyed working on it. I was thoroughly enjoying it once it clicked. And I'm using the called for Karen Pearl Cottons, and I'm pretty sure there's Karen. I think it's Karen. Is it Karen? Something or other. Karen Collection watercolors. Yeah. So like that. And it finally clicked and I was really enjoying it and I almost wanted to keep on going with it. But I had other stuff to do. So I finished my first motif. Motif, whatever. The tree. It actually finally started to click a little bit. It's still a little janky, like up in there near the stump or the trunk where I first tried working on it, and I was like, I don't know how to count this. I don't know what is going on. But no, finally got it. And then I put some numbers, the numbers of the motifs in a tiny decision wheel and spun, and it picked the next time this is called for wipgo Board of Woe, I'll be working on number 2. I'll be working on that motif, which is so pretty. So that'll be fun because I'm thoroughly enjoying it. At the end of the year, this may not be given away. This may be kept in my stash, and yeah, it's cute and it's so fun to. It's just backstitch. I mean, it's just satin stitch basically. And it's just so fun to pet. So I'm excited that I stuck with that and that I put it on my wipgo board. And I'm glad it finally clicked in my brain. And then for my April kit, my Berries and Blooms Biscornu, oh my gosh, zipper stuck, was drawn from Anne's Orchard Needlework on Etsy. Came with all the supplies. And I think it's Anchor. It's 20 count white Zygarde. Nope, I didn't pick that one. It's 14 count Ada and Anchor. I can't do words. And I actually finished the stitching on it. So all I have to do is assemble it. So I'm hoping that this will be done by the end of the month. And it'll be nice to have another kit that I started and finished in the month. My only regret is in the picture, or disappointment, is that purple. The dark purple looks so dark. And then on mine, not so dark. I kind of wish I'd subbed out a darker purple. Like, if I have so much DMC, I could have found a dark purple. I wish I had subbed out a darker purple. Because that dark and that light kind of blend together. That's my only disappointment. It's so dark and pretty in the picture. But it's alright. I mean, if it was a huge project, I'd be mad. But it's small. It's gonna be a cute little Biscornu. I just have to assemble it. And it came with the beads and all the stuff, because you can see it's got beads around the side, and of course the big beads. So it has all that. It came with everything. I just have to assemble it. And that kit is done. And then I worked on my HAED. I did not get a lot done this month. Where's my thing? Okay. So last time I came to a little bit over 2 weeks ago, I was at 15.86%, and now I'm at 17.47%. So like I was coming at you with like page finishes, but not this time. Like I said, I worked a lot. I was tired a lot. I'm pretty sure my iron is low again, because fun little side tangent. Did you guys know that when you have anemia or low iron, you crave things? Like, I've always loved the smell of dirt. When I was little, I used to eat dirt and dirt pies. But for the past couple months, every time I drive by a dirt pile, I'm like, man, I'd say out loud and discuss my children and my best friend and my husband. Like, I just want to go up there and lick that dirt. And they're like, what? I'm like, I just want to go in there and find a rock covered in dirt and suck on a rock. They're like, you're so weird. I'm like, I know I'm never going to do it, but or get a handful of the dirt and just smell it. Anyways, when you have anemia and low iron, you have weird cravings like that, apparently. I was unaware of. When I started this job, I started eating Altoids because I wasn't sure how often I'd be able to drink. Turns out I can drink as much as I want, so I don't actually need to chew on Altoids to freshen my breath or keep my mouth. I don't know. I have a pocket full of Altoids and gum, and I switch between them. Apparently, it's not uncommon to get addicted to Altoids when you have low iron or anemia. Part of it is probably because some people crave chalk, and if you've ever had an Altoid, they're kind of chalky. For me, it's like the certain crunch. Like, I'll crunch on one, and I'm like, oh my god, yes. So then, like, I'm eating like 3 or 4 at a time. They're curiously strong. That doesn't bother me. I will crunch on 3 or 4 at a time. I'm going through like a box of Altoids. Like, especially this week when I worked almost full 40 hours, I went through almost 2 boxes of Altoids. It's embarrassing and like insane. But apparently, Altoid addiction is not that uncommon, and I'm one of them. So that's interesting, I thought. I don't know where that came from, or how I got there from talking about this, my HAED. What? How did I go from my HAED? Oh, I'm so sorry. Weird tangent. I don't edit, so I will never be able to know why exactly I went from my HAED to Altoids. Sorry. If you're not new, then you know this is just how things are. If you're new, I apologize. This is how things are. My brain does not go from point A to point B. It goes from point A to Z to T to B. Anyways, I'm now at 17.47%, and I stitched 4,118 stitches. And I did decide to go down across catty corner and work on this, because I wanted to work on part of her eye right here. And I should show you actually the finished project so you know what the heck I'm talking about. It is my Nefertiri from HAED. Oh my gosh. Artwork by Mandy Manzano. Isn't she lovely? So I went like this way or this way, I don't know. But like, because I finished that little blue bauble last time. So I'm like working like in this black, lines and the eyes, tiny bit of the eye. I can't see. Can you tell what I'm working on? So yeah. So I got a fair amount done, I think. 4,000 stitches for not working on a lot. And some of it you can't even see because they're like white stitches, like oh, this chunk here, this chunk here. There's a lot of black coming off over here to work on. I didn't bring my HAED bag. So yeah, that's my stitching. Like I said, I've been tired and busy. It's not a good combination. Haul. I got my last pattern, my last kit. So I added it to my kit wheel for the year. It's, I can't pronounce it. Someone told me how to pronounce it and I've already forgot. It's Polish, I believe. Yep, made in Poland. My people. Mareka? I don't think you say the J. Mareka? I don't know. It's called On the Dowry. I just thought she was the cutest little thing ever. I just look at her little lips and her little hands and her little feet and that orange apron skirt deal she's got. I thought that was so cute. I mean, they have a lot of really nice patterns, but I decided to go for her. I don't know, she looks smallish, but I could also be deceptive. Comes with Aida canvas or even weave. Mine is Aida. Mulin threads. No, never used those before. I assume it's cotton. I haven't even opened it up yet. There's the threads. There's the Aida. I haven't opened it up yet. I don't know what Muline thread is. It looks like DMC. Looks like cotton. But yeah, so I'm super excited about her. I'm happy to add her to my list of kits. We'll see who gets drawn for next month. I just love her little outfit. And I know I'm gonna hate doing all these little tiny squares. I'm gonna be like, oh, that's so tedious. But I don't know, I think it's cute. Look at her. Look at her little tiny eyebrows and her big eyes. She's so cute. I'm so happy to have this. And they sent me a free pattern. Like, I don't know if it even says what the pattern's called. It's just like a line of Easter eggs and a bunny. And I'll probably actually, not anytime soon, do the bunny, not the eggs. But I will probably do that bunny. Because it's so cute. So stinking cute. So yeah. And then for haul, I got my fabrics for this month's Fat Quarter Shop Dragonfruit Block of the Month Club. And they are here. I've already cut into them, so they're all cut up. See, some are the same, some I've been seeing already, some are new. There's one I do not like. I really don't like it. I love these. I love those. Can't go wrong with polka dots. This is one I don't like. I don't like it. It hurts my eyes. I don't like it. Like, just even looking at it in that color is, it hurts my eyes. This one's one of my favorites. And look at that purple. Ooh. And of course the blue you've seen 1,000 times. And I've cut into it, cut up all my fabrics, and the blocks will look like this. See, like here, you can't tell it's got that eye-searing shine to it. I wish it was more dulled down like in the picture, but I understand. Also, this nail looks like hot garbage because I was picking off tags at work and under my nail started to bleed, so that's fine. But those are the 12-inch blocks this month, which I was looking forward to because I'm like, yay, bigger blocks. I've only done one block. It is one of these ones. And I hated it. I don't know if it's because it was big or because I was tired and my brain just wasn't, like, forgot how to do sewing. I don't know what happened, but here it is. So I did one and I was like, and I'm done for the day. I don't know if it's because, like I said, it's bigger than I'm used to. It uses this fabric. My brain was tired. No, okay, I was gonna say I thought I had a big fabric crease in here, but it's just a line on the fabric. It's not actual, like, it's not actually messed up. It's just a line on the fabric. Yeah, that one's iron flat too. Everything's iron flat, but it looks like I didn't iron this one right, and that's got that weird line. You don't care. But here's the first block. And I'll get them done this month. I'm pretty good at that. There's only 4 of each of these big ones. So I have 11. 3 more of this and 4 each of the other 2. And I'm sure when I'm not tired and my brain is not mush, it won't be as bad. At least they're not log cabins, right? If you've been around, you know how sick I was of the log cabins. And then my last haul was my fabric came from Garibaldi's Needleworks on Etsy. I ordered 2 29 by 35 sized 16 count Aidas to see what I wanted to use for my long dog. Because it's one of my kits, even though it's a kit I'm kitting up, I counted it as one. I know there's so many kits I could have chosen from. I only needed 12 for the year, but I had never done a long dog, and I was like, it's big. I'm gonna kit it up. I'm gonna count it as a kit, so I have an excuse to do it. And I wanted to do it on a yellow, and I couldn't decide what yellow. So I had her dye me up a marigold light and a marigold. This is marigold light, and this is marigold. As soon as I came, I was like, marigold wins. So I'm going to put marigold light aside for something else one day, or obviously since it's so big, other things one day. Straight up marigold 1. It is so pretty. And so big. Look how pretty that is. Oh, I'm so happy. It's going to be so pretty. And then I was trying to decide if I wanted to do dark blue or if I wanted to do dark gray, if I wanted to do like a lighter blue or a lighter gray for thread. No fancy thread. I'm not doing anything special color. I'm picking one DMC and doing it all in that color. And I had these 4 picked out. The lighting is so bad in here. Okay. So I had 3768, 3750. What am I doing with my fingers? 535, and then good old 37.99. Those are the ones. So I had like a light bluey, a dark bluey, a light gray, and a dark gray. And I did little swatches, and I've decided that I definitely don't want the lights. So I'm trying to decide between the dark blue and the dark gray. Here's my swatches. There's the light blue, the dark blue, the light gray, and the dark gray. I decided that one, as soon as I finished, I was like, no, that one's out. That one was kind of like, maybe for a little while, and then once I finished all 4, I was like, no. It's either gonna be dark blue, or dark light. Don't ask why I did these weird, like, pixel looking, like, tanks. I don't know. So, I'm still torn between dark blue, that blue, and that dark gray. I don't know what I want to do. Why am I holding it like this? And the lighting is so bad because it's overcast. I can't decide what I want to do. I mean, I can always start one. If I don't like it, rip it out and start another one. I hate ripping out and restarting. That blue is, now that I'm looking at it, it's calling to me. But I also like, I mean, you can't go wrong with gray and yellow. I mean, that's like a classic combo. Do you guys have any opinions? Is that little motif too small to make a decision? Should I stitch some more and see how I like it? You know, I think I know why I did that. Because there's like so much open space. I wanted to see how it looked with A little bit solid, a little bit open, a little bit by itself. And maybe I didn't make them big enough. I made big enough no right away. That was a no, and that was a maybe, and then now a no. Oh, I can't decide. I may just keep these two in the bag until it's called and start stitching on one and seeing what I like. I mean, I could do both if I wanted to. If I wanted to go through and decide what was blue and what was gray, but I don't want to do that. That does not sound fun to me. I just want to do it all one solid color, like the picture. But do you guys have, just on these little tiny swatches, do you guys have any opinions? And I'll show you again, the blue and the gray. And the gorgeous fabric. Let me know if you guys have any opinions, because I'm still torn. I just know for sure it's down to these two, which I'm going to put back in the bag with the fabric and leave the other two out so I know to put them away, because they are not going on there. No siree bobs. Looking around, I think that's all I got for you guys. Put those there. Oh, I have been... I'm not gonna bring them over here because it's stupid. I walk by the remnants box every day at work after lunch to go back to my position, and I just keep buying remnants. So like I have no place to put fabric. But I'm like, yeah, I could use more yellow, more blue, more green. Yeah, I'll take this. This is cute. What am I gonna do with these remnants? They'll be great for FPP whenever I do another FPP pattern. Oh, working at Michael's can be bad for you, you guys. It can be bad for you. Okay, I think that's it. What are my plans? So, I finished my wipgo Board of Woe things for the month. I'm going to finish my Biscornu. I'm going to put that together. I'm just going to circle it so I don't forget. I'll probably keep chugging along on my head because I do enjoy it. I got to do my fat quarter bombs. I think that's it. I don't really have anything specific to do for April. I don't know if I'm going to do Stitch Mania. I hadn't thought of that. Life is so busy now. I don't know if I have time to do a Stitch Mania. Next week I will spin my wheel to find out what my next kit is. I won't be here with you guys next week. Next week, that'll be part of life. But I won't be, it'll probably be another 2 weeks again before I record. So next time I see you, I'll have the new wipgo numbers and the new kit for the month for May. That's all that's going to be new for May, unless I figure out something to do for Mania. I don't know. Life-wise, I did the party with my best friend, went to her mom, and then after she came here to cook all day, we went to her mom's party the next day. I helped set that up and take that down, so that was a busy day. And then, of course, my son turned 21. I think he turned 21 last time I talked to you guys. Yeah. My college kid turned 20 on the 6th. We couldn't go. I had to work. We couldn't go see her. She couldn't come down because it's the last month of school. So my son drove down to see her on her birthday, and she had a special friend visiting from Michigan. Special friend is, and I don't know what the relationship is. I don't think she knows what the relationship is, but they are adorable, and they sent me pictures, and they're cute. And so my son went down there, and he hung out with them, had treats. I sent him down there with money, and I said, take them out to dinner. And then when my kid comes home this Friday, she'll get her presents. She didn't want me to ship her presents or send them with her brother. She's like, I've got to pack my apartment up. I don't need more stuff. I'll open it when I get home. So she's going to open her presents and her Easter stuff when she comes home this Friday. That's why I won't be here with you guys. I have to drive down to Dayton, pick her up on Friday, bring home a bunch of her stuff, and then she's going to stay here for a day, turn around, take my van back, finish packing up, finish up her classes on Monday, and come home for the summer. But, yeah. So that's busy. I'll be doing that on Friday. you gonna say? Oh, tomorrow's Easter. We're not religious. I'm not religious. We don't do anything. When the kids were little, we decorated eggs and they hunted eggs. Let me respond to my son real quick. Tonight, he wants to go grocery shopping for me, and he wanted to make sure it was tonight and not tomorrow, which is Easter. I highly doubt our little store is open. But anyways, yeah, we decorated eggs, hunted eggs, and then, you know, we got to dinner. So now we just, the kids are bigger, so I get them like a little present, and then a shit ton of candy. So my son will get his little gift tomorrow and his shit ton of candy, and then we will just loaf around, and then we're gonna, my son picked Red Lobster to go out to eat too. I let him choose, so we're gonna go eat Red Lobster. That's all we're gonna do on our Easter. So I'm hoping it's pretty mellow, pretty relaxed, and I can get some stitching done, or maybe more napping, because I have to work again on Monday. But yeah, that's my life. That's what's going on. Nothing else. My son had his molars taken out. I think I might have talked to you guys about that too. Yeah, that went really good. He's all healed up. He's fine. Back to normal. I'm looking at my calendar to see if anything else fun happened. It's a lot of work. Oh, yesterday was my Beagle's birthday. She turned 12. So she got a hamburger. And then she got a long walk. And then let's see what pick my kid up, Easter. Yeah, there is nothing else going on in my life. Okay, so I guess I'll go ahead and let you guys go. I think that there was one more month of sewing for the fat quarter Dragonfruit before we start assembling, because this is April. I showed you April. And then May is, yeah, then May is those. And then we assemble it. So I'm almost done with this quilt. So that's exciting. That'll be fun to show. God knows we don't have that quilted, but that'll be fun. And that's it. No, I really do have nothing else to say. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for giving me a chance. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for putting up with me. Thanks for the putting up with the long delays. Thanks for putting up with the complete and utter lack of social presence on social media. And if we text, hi Stephanie. Thanks for putting up with my inability to text. I have to text at work like this on my watch. I have to like, and be like, oh, stretch. So all my texts come out so super bad and wonky that I don't do it usually. It's not worth it. So then when I get home, I'll like pick up my phone and I'm like, I don't even, and I was like, I don't even want to look at it. So like, I'm like totally off the radar a lot. Every now and then when no one's around, like when I saw the Pedro Pascal coloring magazines when I was doing magazines the other day, because I keep my phone on me in my little vest pocket in case of an emergency. I'll pull it out and I'm like, click. And then at lunch break, I'll be like, I can post something like on Instagram where I took a picture of the Pedro Pascal. Oh my God, I can't do his name right now. Coloring book, because it instantly made me think of Carrie from the Three Trail Stitchers. See if I have it. And I thought it was funny. Because she loves him. And as soon as I got it out of the box and put it up, I went, oh, this reminds me of her. So I real quick. But yeah. Other than that, I just in my own little world lately. I apologize. Facebook, nope. Flosstube, I miss you. I miss watching all those Flosstubes. I need like a week off. I need more than one day off in a row to catch up. Because I don't know why it takes more brain power than watching K-dramas, but it does. Because I want to interact, I want to leave a comment. I don't have to interact with K-dramas. I just blank out, watch and stitch or sew or just whatever. Apparently diamond paint now. So anyways, so thanks for listening to me babble on. Thanks for listening to my apologies. Thanks for putting up with me. Thanks for coming back. I hope you keep coming back. I hope wherever you are, you're having a wonderful time. If you celebrate Easter, I hope you have a great one. If you don't celebrate Easter, I hope your Sunday's nice. If you're just living life, I hope it's going well for you. And I will see you again. Bye.